Buy one at 16, buy one at 16. I buy one at 16, buy one at 16 NFA. Buy one at 16 NFA. I buy one at 16 NFA. I buy one at 16 NFA. Buy one at coming when the candle close, stacking my satoshis. Get your own codes, get your eyes on your own seeds. Eyes on your own seeds, made money off the cake. Everybody know me, I wasn't trying to blow up, I was trying to grow up. Got the paper up now, I'm trying to show up. Everyone out there, everyone trying to show love. Without y'all got no buzz. Now I'm trying to huddle in the hold up. Now I'm trying to huddle in the hold up. Which all can we roast up? Coming with my close up. Got the block lock. Got the block locked, and you know what we talking about. This ain't gala games with the shame on your stock account. Got the block locked, and you know what we talking about. This ain't gala games with the shame on your stock account. We got the block locked, and you know what we talking about. This ain't gala games with the shame on your stock account. Buy one at 16 NFA. 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 I buy one at 16 NFA. Buy one at 16 NFA. I buy one at 16 NFA. I'm coming when the candle close, stacking my satoshis. Get your own codes, eyes on your own seeds. Made money off the cake, everybody know me. I wasn't trying to blow up, I was trying to grow up. Now I got my paper up, I'm trying to show up. Go ahead, go hard cause you'll show love. Without y'all got no buzz. Now I'm trying to huddle in the hold up. With y'all, we gonna roast up. Coming from my close up. Got the block locked, and you know what we talking about. This ain't gala games when we shame on your stock account. Got the block locked, and you know what we talking about. This ain't gala games when we shame on your stock account. Shame on your stock account. Shame on your stock account. This ain't gala games when we shame on your stock account. This ain't gala games when we shame on your stock account. This ain't gala games when we shame on your stock account. We got the block locked, and you know what we talking about. This ain't gala games, so we shame on your stock account. Got the block locked, and you know what we talking about. This ain't gala games, so we shame on your stock account. Buy one at 16, buy one at 16, buy one at 16, NFA, NFA. Buy one at 16, buy one at 16, buy one at 16, NFA. Buy one at 16, NFA. Buy one at 16, NFA. Buy one at 16, buy one at 16, buy one at 16, NFA. Come on, mama, coming from my, coming from the, coming from the, coming from the, coming for 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 the, they coming for the, coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming when the candle close, stacking my satoshis. Get your own codes, eyes on your own seeds. Made money off the cake, everybody know me. I wasn't trying to blow up, I was trying to grow up. Now I got my paper up, I'm trying to show up. I'ma go hard cause y'all gonna show love. Without y'all, I ain't got no buzz. Now I gotta huddle in the hold up. Which all here we gonna roast up. Now I'm coming in for the close up. We got the block locked, and you know what we talking about. This ain't gala games, and we put a shame on your stock account. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. Thank you for being a part of the live stream. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show on Sunday night for Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. A little winded. I could have went way longer, but I didn't want to waste any more time. CRYOWAR, banging on them. I like CRYOWAR a lot. It's on my radar. I hope you watched the video today. Top 5 coins in the metaverse, probably to melt the face off the market. I want to talk about the Dow Jones right now. Everyone's worried about the traditional markets. Traditional markets open up tomorrow night. We're going to take a look at the futures right now. Dow futures. Try to, guys, get you interested into your Friday night, Sunday night routine. If you are a crypto trader, you know, your pre-market stock trading, Dow index futures, checking the futures, they're up 185 points. Monday morning, opening green for the Dow. So, talks of Omicron being less than, actually kind of one of the weakest strains ever out there. So, that's the talk. You know, I'm not saying, you know, you can research yourself, but they're saying it's the weakest strain, and that's good news for the market. So, they scare us with some bad news. Ring us right back in with some good news. Also, show me the charts and I'll show you the news. This is a broadening bullish wedge that can break up to the upside. It is now on the bottom of the wedge. Shoulder, head, and shoulder. Inverted head and shoulder. Yes. I said we have a little bit of, almost had a little bit of hidden bullish. A little bit, not really. But we are oversold on the daily stochastic. Highly likely, and we're pushing them about to cross the dotted line with momentum to the upside here, showing signs that the Dow will creep back up. Can it then do that, you know, or come down here and do this? This is what a broadening wedge usually does. It bounces off this support zone here, or possibly here. Bounces there or bounces here. See, boom or boom. And it's gone. But this is telling me that the traditional market's opening green on Monday and the daily leading low. And look at the last time the daily was low. You can measure that. It gave you 33 days of loveliness. By the way, 33. How did that hit 33? Who knows? It just follows me around everywhere we go. And, you know, this is a Bitcoin chart, a Bitcoin cryptocurrency, you know, weekly candle close, and you're like, why are we looking at the Dow Jones? Because I'm teaching you something about the markets. 6% gain on the market. That's a huge move for the Dow Jones. So, the last 2 times the daily was this beat down low at the bottom of the channel, the Dow would erupt and go up for, you know, on a trend. There's 45 days. There was 33 days. So, you're talking about at least a month into January. The Dow looking bullish for the month of December. Hey, show me the charts and I'll show you the news. That's just what the charts say. I don't know. I'm just a guy. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Hugging 48,000. Let's talk about what I see. I got 3 kind of big ideas here for Bitcoin. And then we're going to get into the weekly close. One of the hardest weekly closes we'll ever have to do together. Huddle around the campfire type of thing. And talk about how many people died in the war. Jeez Louise. Let's get into it. It was a bloody, bloody, bloody bloodshed. Anyone that's still alive? Is anyone still alive out there? Oh my gosh. The Titanic has sunk. I repeat, the Titanic has sunk. No. But let's break it down for what we see happening for BTC. Now, right off the bat, we'll get rid of this. I drew it twice, too, which for whatever reason. Ooh. I like how it bangs like this. I like how it bangs like that. Get me a Satoshi, I can rub you, I can roll you, you can freak me, I can freak you, we can freak it in the ha-ha. I wanna know it, you can know it, we can show it, I can ball it, we can ball it, Keep it moving every day, keep it flying on my way, I can't stop it on my go, I gotta keep it on my show, I can't keep it stopping, Sunday night is rocking, it's the weekly candle closing, everybody rocking, hey, everybody rocking, hey. Okay. Ascending triangle right here, right? So let's take a look at this. So bounce here, and bounce there.
It's bouncing off the bottom trend line absolutely beautifully. So far, so good. Higher lows on the 15-minute chart. So all we got is the 15-minute. And, you know, we're going to go by that right here on this chart. So also, do we see some divergent? There's really, the thing about this week is that this really weak bullish divergence. Usually we have some stronger signs. I mean, there we did have it. I mean, we talk about this zone here. The sharp to the downtrend and this trend here, definitely bullish, class C or B, but it's definitely bullish divergence. Okay? Let's pop out the chat too. Sorry about that. Let me get the chat cracking. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 121 people on the live stream. Can we get everyone out here, man? Sunday night. What's going on? Just because Bitcoin's down a little bit, people get scared? It's the best time to come out and watch the charts. Those dance moves, yo, yay. Pretty fly for a white guy. Bitcoin hourly RSI is downtrending. Lifer, what's up? Titanic, I'm waiting to jump in. DeFi Kingdoms. It's funny, I got that waiting here. My man won't let us hang. I think I got it here, though. Where are you? Swear I left it hanging. There it is, DeFi Kingdoms. We're going to talk about this in a little while. Learn you about another one. Play to earn, baby. Another one on the radar. Getting that love, starting to make a bit of a move. We'll talk about DeFi Kingdoms. We went over it actually on the live stream before. I know we have. It's not the first time, but we're going to get into it. So here, the bulls need to hold 47K. Why? Well, look, low, higher low, bounce off support, which was previous resistance. That's your local resistance. If we can't hold that, higher likely we test the previous low at 45,009 and then wick all the way back down. I still can't believe we wicked all the way to 42,000 here. Even there, 41,800. And thank you so much for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Thank you for jumping on in. Please hit the like button, everybody. It helps more people jump into the stream, helps that algorithm, helps us grow as a channel. We're trying to get to that 20K before 2022. I don't know if we can do it, but if I try as hard as I can, there's a chance. There's just a chance. I can make it to the top. We can rock it together. I can make it. We can rock. We can do it forever. Just a chance. We can ball. We can ball. I can show you we can do it all. We can do it all. I can show you the way. Just come with me. I'll show you the way. I'll make it up as I go. You think it's written, but I don't know how it comes out the top into the microphone. I couldn't explain it, but how it does. Okay, so look. Enough of this. The music's hot, though. I should have put hip-hop in. It just flows through my heart, flows through my chest, flows through my bones. I can't turn off my previous profession. Just can't turn off my previous profession. When that music gets to me, it gets in my heart, man. It keeps it moving. Shout out to the 199 from Joe. Thank you for the vibes, my buddy. So look, Bitcoin's in an ascending triangle here, okay? That's what it is. It's in an ascending triangle. Bounce, bounce, and bounce, and it's holding this level. Look at this level of support we got here at 48,000. Really right where it's at. You could say 48K, 48,300. If it breaks this, it's falling out. Now, I already suggested this idea here. Rising wedge. Broke out, bearish retest. Secondary bearish retest. Like you could just say, just trying to get back in the pattern, and now the real dump is happening. Also, is that not an M pattern? Okay. Is that not an M pattern? With a possible move right here, that would be the measured move of this M. We know M's love to break to the downside. So we're just, we're watching this level closely. 15 minutes says, yo, I'm going to push up. So 15 minute can give you a small trade. There's a small trade here on the 15 minute. It's a tiny scalperino, though. Tiny scalperino, for sure. So possible, the most bullish thing we can... we can say is this is a possible ascending triangle. Okay? For sure. Possible ascending triangle here for Bitcoin. That's like the best we can do, right? And from there, we could break to the upside. The measured move will be the length of this back end here to the upside. Put us somewhere here at 53,000. But it could be a bearish retest, usually a big dump from there. We did get the dump right after that happened there, but we got held up. So we'll be watching this level so closely. And all eyes really on the 1 hour. What is the 1 hour doing? You know what? It's like, it's pointing to the downside. I mean, it's bearish. It's extended, it's double topped, and like it wants to dump. If you can see, it's already began to dump. You can see, look, tried to get in, couldn't. Tried to get in, couldn't. The 1 hour is telling you, look, obvious dumpage to the downside, right? Even the pennant that we're trying to force into a wedge, and we'll look at this. And I'll clean it up because you guys are like, what? Because my stuff is wacky. But even the pennant here that we're trying to force into a wedge. We could put in this too. See, that could be a rising wedge, and we could still break to the downside. Boom, and come back down to 46K. And then double bottom, too. So this could take a while. Like, this is beginning to... this is beginning to show long-term capitulation. When you drop like that, unless you climb back in the next week or two somewhere in this region, basically, unless we get a candle close above this line right here, I'm going to call it, because we have this line, and like we have so many little locals, like we got to battle through the zone here. This zone was just so tough. I don't know why we could not get through it. The sell zones were just insane, you know? And we dropped. So I'm still watching Bitcoin. Look at this. Even if we get somewhat bullish, but right now that 1 hour is bearish. Wants to drop to the downside. It really does. And people are trying to show this here. And remember though, these are symmetrical. These are bearish and bullish. 50% chance of a break to the downside. 50%. Half the time. This thing dumps back down to 46K. So, and you're pointing down. You know, if I had a bet on this, I'd bet on a short. Right? I would short it. And I don't do that much. I don't short the market. Very rare that I short the market. Like very, very rare. Like I short 1 out of 40 trades I'm shorting. It's very rare that I'm shorting the market. But look, resistance, resistance, resistance. Clearly we have some strong support there that we could not get by. Right? If you want to be extra safe, you could hide up there. I mean, or you could try to just hide from a wick with support. Ratio's too far though. Trying to risk 5, yeah, it's already like too risky of a trade almost. Unless you can get some more downside. You can get more downside, then, you know. And technically, you could see this whole pole. You could even see something like this later on. I've seen this play out in my life so many times. If you flip it upside down, look. How many times have we seen a falling wedge break to the upside? So you can't say, oh yeah, because it's no. I mean, you gotta see what it is. So there's a short. Not saying this is guaranteed. I'm just building ideas of how to make money no matter what, right? I'm brainstorming all the different possibilities of how I can pull money out of the market right now, no matter what. You see what I'm saying? So we're looking at this closely, and I'm watching this. But right now, I'm bearish. Now, the only bullish thing is we can get tight. And so Bitcoin what it can do is it can stay in here, up and down here for like 10 hours, while we also, we can oscillate on the 15-minute, and the 1 hour can come down. All right. But I got to watch it closely, and I'll put an alert here down here about right there on the stochastics RSI. And I want to take a look at that 4 hour, and the 4 hour is getting overbought, which is a horrible sign. You get overbought and you don't really get above a previous high. The point is, of the 4 hour, is to give you a push up. Like, let's go back in time here. On a nice run, look. 4 hour runs to the upside there. Look, we got a higher high. Great. Then it oscillates a little bit, but then look. Right here, look. The 4 hours low right here. Right around here. And boom, and we ran up to what? Our higher high. Right? 4 hours low here, we run up to what? Our higher high. Now we run down, but 4 hour loops, and then we finally get our push up. Each time, though, look, on a bearish tone, look, the 4 hour loops up, no higher high. The 4 hour loops up, no higher high. 4 hour loops up, and we're in one of those right now. Like, every time the 4 hour pushes up for us, it doesn't give us the juice. So this is how the stochastic can teach you the momentum of a move. Like, look, we came up here in the Stokes on the 4 hour, and we came up and we didn't break the higher high. When this 4 hour stochastic did its thing from the low to the high dotted line, and we didn't break the previous high, and we did it here too. We did it 3 times in a row. And I was pointing this out. And I was talking about how I use this as a measure, the stochastics RSI. So here, fine, we made the higher high. Everything was dandy. We came for a lower low. That was fine. It was higher than that. All we had to do was make a higher high here, and everything was going to rock out. And we didn't. We made a lower low. And that's your first place right there to get in it. Like, that's your first spot. It would be interesting to compare April and May. Late April, it bounced, but in May, it didn't. Yeah, Bitcoin breaking down on the 15. Rounded top sync. 33K is the magic number for purchase. The weekly bounce off the 50 AMA. Oh boy, here it comes. Breaking. So, again, no higher high each time the stochastics comes up. And again, the 4 hours about to break dotted line. About to come out, and look, the same trend is occurring. We're unable to break the previous high, which is up here now at 58,000, right? And if you want to even be fun, it's this one right here. We just got to break this high here to begin. For us to be bullish, we need a candle to close above 49,800. Let's just say 50K to be cool. Like, so until we break above these levels, you could say where these candles here, 51,900, like, we can't even begin to talk about bullishness and like recovery and all this fun stuff. Like, we're in a serious bear market right now. Like, until we're not. It's like if your boat is sinking, like, you're not sailing great. Like, you can't say that when your boat's sinking, you're sailing great. Once you plug the hole and you start to see, and you're starting to get the water out, you can say you've hit a bottom. But like, I can't tell you that we've plugged the hole yet and that we've hit a bottom. I really can't. Off to get the scuba certified. To a beautiful week. Everybody have faith, lifers. Shout out to Muser doing the scuba certification. I'm on my phone and can't see the like button yet with the live chat, but I got you, lifers. Shout out to Sean Scott. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. Bear market, if need be, the perfect time to hibernate, learn, and accumulate. Whales got greedy rating liquidations. Now nobody wants to play. 191 watching, please like the stream, guys. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for saying that. The weekly bounce off the 50 MA. Yeah, Bitcoin breaking down on the 15. Bitcoin down on the brick knee. Will wick to 28K. It's possible. The whole dump scenario has played out at a faster pace than usual. Getting money out the market is great, but if you scare every one of you, will be popping the bottle. Short-sighted minor gains versus huge long-term gains. You guys are so dumb. Shout out to Dragon Kling. No one here is dumb. I'm a long-term holder. I've been holding Cardano for 4 years, since it was 2 cents. I've made big money on my long-term holds. We also then longed Phantom at 18 cents and at 22 cents back when Bitcoin was low. We long Bitcoin at 32K. I'm still in a trade back there. So, no, we are not fools. And I don't like the pejorative comments, but the long-term hold is the long game. But we still go over where Bitcoin's going every single day because I want to see. And I want to know, and this is going to tell me the kind of idea of where we're going to go in the short term. That candle dumping, look, if it breaks this trend line, we're done. You see? And to me, you want to really keep telling yourself that this was a rising wedge here that we already broke down from and we tried to retest into, and we clearly didn't get in. Right here, see? Try to retest again, and that's it. I mean, it's dumpage. It's dumpage. The 15-minute wants to bounce. That's in your favor right now, that we don't dump, see? Wants to hold, so it comes up. When that comes up, though, I would open a short. So here, like, I put an alert here on the 15, and it's just like how we long, the same game, remember? But we go backwards with it. So when the 15-minute comes up and hits that zone, we're overbought, right? That'll coincide with the 1 hour being high, and then both of those will begin a dumpage, and then, bam, that's when you switch to BTC down. Okay, or a person, not you, but anybody. And look at this thing; it's bullish since we talked about it, and it's starting to turn up on the 1 hour. It's looking very beautiful, right? I bet the 15-minute is high. See, so you want this 15-minute to come on low. See how we do this? Is this making sense to you now? If you're one of my students, if you've been watching the channel for a while, bam, and we short that Bitcoin. Sorry, sad to say, and we short that Bitcoin for 44% gains to the measured move. All right, no hearts in this game. You just got to do what's right. Okay. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for calling yourself crypto lifers. It would be interesting to compare to April and May. Late April bounce, but May it did not. Shout out to everyone here on the live. My portfolio investment account got beat down this week, but the trading account killed it. TA all day. I love this. Shout out to Buck Nasty doing them. See? Bobby Fan, there's always money in the market. Always. Always, baby. Hook Chewy, Monday, Bloody Monday. Buy that dip. No emotions, follow the charts. Chelsea, 44%. Yo, Chook. And so there you have it, guys. Is what I'm looking at. Shorten Bitcoin off the 200, bounce on the 15. Wait for this to come on down. I got alerts on Bitcoin and this. I'll be checking them both. But this is what I'm going with. MetaMask DeFi for beginners class. We have a beginners course coming up. Today is Sunday, right? I have an amazing beginners course. Amazing beginners course. And I have an awesome flyer, I guess, yeah. So step up into the beginner's course here. Check it out. Jump on in. It's right here. There you have it. 2 hour beginner's course. There you have it. Learn proper risk management, entering a trade checklist, and calculating a stop loss and more. Jump on in every Tuesday from 3 to 5. Learn what the MACD is and how it moves with the moving average, convergence, and divergence. How it interacts with the moving averages and what it means. What is their relationship and how to use that relationship. What is the RSI? What is divergence? How do I find it? How do I use it? What instrument is it most accurate on through my years of back testing? Do you want to know everything that I know after 7 years of playing with the charts? I condense it into 2 hours and blow your mind. I think you'd want to know. Jump on in to the beginner's course every single Tuesday from 3 to 5 New York City time. New York City time. All right. So this is what I'm looking at here. A short for BTC. Falling wedge that broke to the upside already. Bit of a bowl too. Look, we got a rounded bottom. Pay the bills, as we say in the game. So we're watching this short here for Bitcoin. It's the only kind of play in the game that I'm looking at closely here on the 1 hour time frame. All right. Only good thing here on the daily, we're overbought. Says that maybe, just maybe, Bitcoin can finally begin to get a bit of a kind of a rebirth after this next dump. But it's looking like we're getting a little bit of a dumpage here until we get pumpage. Granted, the 15-minute is low, so we should get some type of back action, like a pump, possibly like this. Back to the top of this channel to about 49,400. Excite you, maybe even a wick up to 50K, get you real excited. But then we're going to be overexposed on the 15-minute. See that? So this pump is coming. How big it is, we don't know. It could even go sideways. But this pump is coming on the 15-minute. And then we'll see what happens after that. Okay? So expect a little bit of a push up, but then, you know, money's being made in the market every single second, no matter which way it's moving. TA doesn't care. It just shows what is going on. You can also get one-on-ones. No happy endings, though. Shout out to Gina Bobina. I got my Bitcoin, but order at 10K. Rose, hey, you never know. Join the Patreon and learn to earn. 56K, then wick to 28, forming a double top. TA doesn't show everything. Yep, classic breakdown takeout to a large dump. Can you do a beginner's course on the weekend sometime? So I don't have to miss work to learn the knowledge that you have. Yes, we do that. We'll open up a Saturday. We do that once a month. We open up a Saturday. What up, lifers? Shout out to CHAINCADE, bro. We love you over here. Keep up the awesome content, my man. Shout out to Shane Hammock up in the game. Shout out to the CHAINCADE game. Let's take a look at CHAINCADE. How's CHAINCADE doing? Heard it was holding up pretty good compared to most. CHAINCADE, $2.7 million market cap. Okay. Not too bad. Hey, it's higher than when we were looking at it down here. Still holding its gains. If the market returns, this thing will bounce back to its all-time high. Almost all coins follow. A bit of a cup and handle for CHAINCADE. Shout out to the CHAINCADE team. So we should get a little bounce here. There should be a little divergence on like the 7-minute or the 10-minute. How do I know that? Because I just know it. Don't ask questions. There's divergence on the 7-minute. How do I know that? Because there just is. Look, swing down and swing down. I didn't even check. How did I know? Because I just know these things. Because I've seen this stuff too much and I just know how it works. So there's your divergence. All right. And we'll be watching this closely. A little bit of a bounce and then could be a dump. SP futures starting to roll. There you go. Dow futures up 185%. Look up 240 now. 233. Look on the 33 every time. You know it is every time. I told you it falls the channel and it happens like that every time I want it to. It's like just show me the 33 when I want. There it is. Boom. 233 on the Dow futures. 196 people watching. We better have 200 likes. Come on, the lifer way, baby. Let's get them up. Let's get them up. And thank you to each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. I appreciate each and every one of you. You are now all crypto lifers. Become real lifers. Kick it with me every single day. Jump on into the Patreon. Let's do it. Lifer Hustle. Shout out to Wook Chewy up in the spot. CHAINCADE made it so you can buy it right on their site with FIOS. That's a smart move, man. A lot of coins are getting that in. Momentum trading on Bitcoin is easy. Weak psychological support at 482. We hanging in there. Show you so much analysis. Thank you for so much for the analysis, bro. I love hearing your technical breakdowns. You've taught me more than any other person in the space as far as reading charts. Shout out to Shane Hammock. Thank you for so much for saying that, and I appreciate that. Much love and respect. I'm going to put that in the testimonials if you don't mind. So much respect. So much respect. So much respect. Bam, right there. Syndicator and Neblio could jump on Bitcoin finally. Remember Syndicator, the old guy? I've been on Syndicator since day one. That thing is so funny. Neblio, I'm loading up on that RFox. Yeah, let's talk about Metaverse coins. Could we decouple? Could the Metaverse decouple? So we already know what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. We're checking the 15-minute, which is going to pop back to the upside here on the Stokes. We'll get a little run. How high is that? We'll know. And then the 1 hour and the 15-minute don't look good, and we should get a retracement of some type or go sideways. It would be highly unlikely for us to go to the upside. If we do, it would be awesome. But it's just highly unlikely. So that's kind of the Bitcoin update. And once they come up and we see where we're really at, I'm looking at a short back down. And we looked at BTC down and Bitcoin, right? Let's take a look at all the down tokens. I hate when I have to look at down tokens. But they have to be in your arsenal. Okay? Check it out. I put a video out recently on the channel. What to do when the market's going up or down. You know? Shout out to everyone here on the live. 221 people on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Calling yourself crypto lifers. You guys are unbelievable. Rock. Love you all. So check this out. Look. The best short selling strategy. Crypto market in a downtrend. No panic. Definitely want to watch this video if you're a lifer. I'm going to put it into the trading, the TA learning library. We'll pin that. So many awesome teaching videos here in the learning library. Check them out. Jump on in. Bull market support band with Benjamin Cohen. Everybody's got an idea. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to take a look at a bigger chart too. And we're going to talk about what I see on the logarithmic scale. We'll break it down into some fun science. There's that bounce on the 15-minute that we should be getting at 48.5, right? Like as I said before, we should be getting a bounce now to the upside. How high that bounce is determined. Bullish divergence on the 7-minute as well. Can we get the rip to the upside, right? And I don't want to be bearish. I don't. Just telling it how it is. Let's take a look at total, the entire market cap. I talked about this being in a bit of a flag. We couldn't pump. Remember, we were low. We couldn't get that pump on the 1 hour. We were super low. I was like, all right, can we get out of the flag? And we went sideways, even dipped down. Still sideways now, but with a dip now. And we could just continue sideways. That's fine. I'll take it. Say we dipped out. Now we're at the bottom again. And again, that has probably a 50-minute that's low coming back up. Yep. Now we bounced off of like about 1.9. We're back at 2.2 trillion. As I showed you before, look, we're in this bigger wedge. There was a head and shoulder here that I didn't notice that dumped. See? Don't always notice everything, but there's an inverted head and shoulder possible here, but that dropped. So we'll take that out. We'll take that out, right? So we're below moving averages now, 2 on the 4 hour. We have a death cross here on the 4 hour. So before anything, the 50-day moving average has to turn back up and cross the 200. Look, even this little dip here, look, death cross. For us to get back on our feet, we had to have a golden cross. So whatever happens, we need to see that. So that's not the best sign as well. Bam, Hollywood Superfly for the $10 Canadian. Even on a bad day, sending some love. You're a real one. Have a great evening. Shout out to Holiday Superfly for the $10 Canadian. Much respect. Look, first super chat of the night. Longest I've gone without a super chat, I think, since I've been on the air. No, since I started getting super chats. Longest I've ever gone. Much respect to you, man. You're the best, dude. Much love to you. Thank you. Do we have to recover the wick to 43 to move on? 12-3 at 9 p.m. on Bitcoin. Thanks. Do we have to recover the wick? Not sure exactly what that means, but possibly. Probably. Highly likely. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on into the live stream. It said concurrent viewers was 218, all the way from 218 down to 139 like that. No, that doesn't happen. Come on. How is that possible? I don't believe it. No, okay, all right. It's a glitch in the system. 217. Okay, check it out. Check it out. This is the entire market cap of cryptocurrency. Okay. We're going to look at 5 Metaverse coins. We're going to talk about the Metaverse. Did we decouple? We're going to talk about ETH. We're going to talk about Ncash ETH. Always seems to go up when the market's looking funny. That's my secret little trade. We're going to go into that too as well. So, and let's look at the daily. Oversold tells us we're ready to get a bounce here. We are in a falling wedge. 68% of the time, we'll get a break to the upside. We are bottoming out here on the daily time frame. Let's go to the 3-day, my favorite chart. And the 3-day wants to rip. Last time the 3-day was this low, we're ready to go. So there's a chance. The chance, by golly gee, oh my, look. The 3-day support right here and right here is holding. So as long as we get candles on the 3-day to close above 2.19, 220, we'll be safe, really, from anything. I'm telling you. And we have swing up to swing up, and we have swing flat to swing flat. We do have hidden bullish divergence here. It tells us the trend will continue to the upside. So right now, the 3-day chart is our saving grace. Let's just stay on the 3-day chart, not look at any other chart. Let's stay on this chart only, and we'll be fine. If we don't see the danger, it can't exist right now. Can you look at XLM? We'll take a look at Stellar Lumens. Seems to be getting bought up by a lot of whales recently for whatever reason. Once again, I let emotion get me. Should have sold Bitcoin mid-60s and rebought on this dip and stacked some cash. Fear of the missing ups is real for me. Don't worry. Maybe you're in it for the long haul. Everything happens for a reason. Take a deep breath. Just be happy you got Bitcoin that someone else doesn't have. I'm telling you right now, just owning Bitcoin is a blessing. I'm telling you right now, just owning Bitcoin is a blessing. Okay? I repeat it. Just owning Bitcoin is a blessing. That's what I'm trying to say. If you came to the channel, then you're already in the right place. Like, you guys have no clue how early we really are. Like, we are pioneers in the game. Nobody really is as deep as we are, man. You're a lifer, man. You're going to remember this for the rest of your life when you jumped into this channel and life-changing wealth changed every single person's life. If not, even if you missed life-changing wealth for whatever reason, who cares? You're going to see the evolution of the entire human race change. Like, the way we live is going to change forever. It's already changing now. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Wow, I can't read Bitcoin. I go to MBL for more clues. LOL. Okay. 3-day chart will be big head and shoulders soon. Oh, you think 1, 2, 3? Yikes. That's scary business. But how about this? How about this? I'll do you one better though. I'll do you one better. Look at that. Think we're gonna do something like this? How crazy would this be? That's nuts, huh? We could actually go something like this. There it is. Crazy little fractal. They're gonna dump. Remember, every time you're feeling high and mighty, they're gonna dump you down at one point in cryptocurrency. It's insane. I have no Bitcoin. I keep getting tricked into holding everything. Travis Taylor. I hold no Bitcoin. I live dangerously. Yeah, I'd rather own a Bitcoin and not need one. I'd rather have a Bitcoin and not need one than need a Bitcoin and not have one. I'm telling you right now. Again, not financial advice. Do whatever makes you happy. But me personally, I'd rather have a Bitcoin and not need one than need a Bitcoin and not have one, because at one point you're going to need it and it's not going to be there. You never know. Not financial advice. Just these are my thoughts and ideas. So we know what's going on with Bitcoin. It's going to pump on the 15-minute, and then we're going to watch the 1 hour, and highly likely would take a bit of a dip. The big heads in the world of money predict the Metaverse will have $800 billion, $1.5 trillion in it by the end of 2022. Let's see. Did you watch? Oh, you watched my video today. That's exactly what we want to know, but it's funny. I mean, you could read those articles, right? Bitcoin dominance in a bit of a bear flag too, which means people are going to want to sell their BTC. Either way, it's telling you there's going to be a big move for Bitcoin coming again on the daily. A big move is coming for Bitcoin. Look at this. And it's either up or down, but a big move is coming for Bitcoin on the daily time frame, says Bitcoin dominance. Either we're dropping more horribly down or we're getting a huge pump to the upside. But a big move is coming for Bitcoin dominance. And you know what I was saying is we can juxtapose dominance with the USDT dominance chart. And I think this is kind of a key to seeing what's going to happen. With these two indicators, you can do some damage. And I think we kind of figured something out here. And look, this is flagging on the 4-hour. So if tether dominance is flagging, what does that tell you? On the 4-hour. Wants to rip up. Why? I don't know. Seems to me like we might get a drop in Bitcoin dominance out of this bear flag, because this is a bear pennant. Isn't that interesting? All right. This is the 3-day chart, though. Let's see what the 3-day chart says on USDT tether dominance. That wants to cook. So it says we have some pain coming on the smaller time frame, which means there's some more pain for Bitcoin. So remember that we went over this. I get wrecked on OMG. Give your advice for the next move. MTL shorts. I don't give advice, but just watch how we do technical analysis. And if you want to jump on in and learn TA, if you want to learn your support and resistance, your Fibonacci's, you want to learn what I'm doing here, how I'm juxtaposing Bitcoin dominance with USDT tether dominance, something that most people wouldn't even know what the heck I'm talking about. Some more in-depth ideas here that you get to learn as you go deep into cryptocurrency, right? You start juxtaposing two charts, figuring out ideas. So this tells me that we're about to have a bounce. Let's go to the 4-hour on Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, and that's kind of getting ready to cook to the downside. Showing me that we're going to have a drop in Bitcoin. People are going to sell their Bitcoin. US tether dominance is going to go up a little bit. We're going to find our bottom. This is kind of telling a story here. We're going to find our bottom. This is going to take about a week. So next week does not look good for Bitcoin. Looks okay for the stock market. Looks okay for the dollar. Maybe the stock market a little bit. We'll take a look at the dollar index as well. That on the 4-hour wants to kind of come up and then dump a little bit. It's a good sign for the dollar, but a little pumpage. The 3-day is really what I'm looking at. So the 3-day is high and wants to dump. The 3-day here wants to dump, so that's good. So it tells us we have a week of pain coming. A nasty week of pain. Bitcoin maybe to 42K, 44K, or sideways at best, right? That's what it's looking like. I mean, these are the indications you can see. I mean, show me the charts and I'll show you the news. US tether dominance on the 4-hour wants to rip to the upside. It's getting overbought, oversold. We could get a little more of a drop, and it's flagging out here a little bit. It is. I mean, clearly. We take a look at the dollar on the 4-hour. And the dollar is actually a little high, so don't mind the dollar, though. But US tether dominance showing signs of some push to the upside. But the daily and the 3-day are showing signs of a cookout. Like it's ready to be done. And then that's going to be a huge move for Bitcoin when this dominance drops. Look at the last time the 3-day. Let's put Bitcoin on the right, on the left. I'm teaching you something. I hope you're paying attention. I'm teaching you something right here. So go to the 3-day on Bitcoin. All right. I like to delete all this stuff so you can see clean. Go to the 3-day on this. And whenever we were super high on the 3-day, which was right here, right, this zone, which marked this high, right? Look, what did that begin? Right here? Right here. So look, when dominance got high like that on the 3-day chart, I'm showing you the 3-day chart. All right? I'm telling you, it's my newfound chart. It's my new love, man. And who put me on? Nobody. I just one day put 3-day on, and I fell in love with it. It's my own thing. And we had the massive dump in USDT dominance. The massive pump in Bitcoin, right? Then we pump. Okay? 3-day chart here, right? We pump, Bitcoin dumps. Then we dumped. We bottomed out here. We pumped. We topped out here. Okay? Are you with me? Then we topped out on the 3-day. And we topped down on the Bitcoin. 3 days about to drop down. About to drop up. Boom. Boom. I mean, so we're going to see some pain for a week. But the bigger time frame into January says we're going to be okay. You know? So this is some crazy analysis, but this is what I'm seeing possibly happening as we juxtapose the U.S. Tether dominance with Bitcoin. Okay? So if that's not wild and wacky, all right. So that's the show tonight, Bitcoin. Now let's look at the weekly candle close for Bitcoin. The weekly candle close. Took us a long time tonight, but there was a lot going on. Oh, gosh. Ugh. Smells like, oh God, it smells like rotten eggs, man. Let's take a look at Bitcoin in the weekly candle close, shall we? I'll put it up for you, but it was a little loud for me. We'll take a look at Bitcoin in the weekly candle close like we do every single week. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. Thank you for calling yourself Crypto Lifers and jumping on in if you're new here, which I bet you are. I'm here every single day, Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. I made YouTube my life. I am a professional YouTuber. Yeah, that's right. I'm a professional YouTuber. That's right, man. I'm on my way to 20K, 100K, and to 1 million subs. Mark my words, we're bringing it up to the highest level possible. So let's take a look at Bitcoin on the weekly candle close, shall we? Now up here, you see we have O, H, L, and C, open, high, low, and close. We're going to take a look at those numbers and see what we see. Why are they doing that to me here? All right. Bitcoin opened at 57,275 on the week. The high was 59,200. We could never get above that 60K. Just never. It's so sad. The low would be 40,000. 589. A low of 40,000. That's what it says. And it would close at 49,398. Wow. Wow. A loss of $7,877. A 13% loss on Bitcoin. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 horrible weeks. It's been 3 tough weeks. We've even been making gains throughout this time. A lot of crypto has been bumping during this time. Like we had some pumps that got us through the tough times here, but this is the weekly candle. This is the weekly chart, right? And that's why we're here every Sunday night. We go over Bitcoin in the weekly candle close to get you ready for the week ahead. And we've already spent a lot of time on Bitcoin. At this point, you know so much. But if you're one of the crypto lifers and you're with me, you've been hearing me talk about this over and over again. Talking about this bit of a falling wedge here, just like we had here. Wish it was as nice and easy as that last one. That one was easy, huh? This one was hard. Max pain, right? We also pull a Fibonacci from this wick up to the top wick. Okay. And you can see that right now we bounce into the 706 institutional support zone for accumulation. Golden pocket-esque, you know, and right now we're kind of sitting at the 0.5 Fibonacci. Can we hold the 0.5? These are just fib levels, hidden levels of life that traders use, you know. Obviously, the 200 showing its head. Do we have to come and touch the 200? $31K. I'm just, you know, these are just ideas. You never know. It would be beautiful if that was a bounce off 706 and the golden pocket here. I discussed that we would, when we got high, that we were too far from the 21 day and we would have to touch it before our next move to the upside. Put some Stokes on here on the weekly candle. The weekly is finally getting below the dotted line. But that we've been down here like this could be. I've seen that. I've seen a quick run up. You never know. There's no guarantees here where we're going. That's why we have to take it level by level, day by day. And that's why I show you what I show you on the 1 hour and the 15 minute. We go from there. You know. However, the 3 day, that's why I'm sticking to that 3 day chart. And every time we've gone down on the 3 day, look, we came down here, we eventually moved to the upside, nice pump. We came down here, nice pump. We came down here, nice pump. We came down here, nice, beautiful pump. We were down here, beautiful pump. Here we kind of like consolidated down as we went up. And you can see that was bearish divergence. You can see it really strong on the 3 day chart. And then we had it here with the two hills. Swing up to swing up. These swing up, but they don't swing up as much. It's class C or B bullish divergence, and we have a move to the downside. So just on my radar there for the 3 day chart for Bitcoin. Let's get back into the weekly. Let's pull a big fib too. Let's pull a mighty fib. The mighty fib has us just coming down here to the, you know, it says we already came down. You know, the mighty fib says we already, the mighty fib's interesting because the mighty fib says this. We wicked into the golden pocket already. Actually, let me do something cool. We zoom this in and look at it really nice. Yeah, look at this. I'm just going to take myself off for a second. I know you guys miss me. You're going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. Who's hyperventilating? Do you need a paper? Who needs a paper bag? Does anyone need a paper bag? Who here has put a 1? Are you hyperventilating? Are you hyperventilating because you can't see me? I understand. Some people are panicking right now. Some people are panicking. There's a hot number you can, all right, we're going to have okay, wait. We didn't discuss what was going to happen to people if I went off camera. I mean, they're going to panic. Team. All right, we got a hot number, a hotline you can call. If you're panicking right now because I'm not on screen, we have a hotline you can call. So here's Bitcoin on the weekly. We came right here to the golden pocket, the 0.65 and the 0.618. Okay? Right here in this zone. We came up, we bounced down here very close to the 0.5 fib. All right? Very close. We then wicked here to in between the 382, and we came down kind of for a double bottom of sorts, right? And we're now here above the 382 fib level. Telling us that if we keep above 45,250, then all is well. It means we're just kind of walking the ladders of the fibs to the upside. What I really like is that we're touching the 21 day. As you can see, if we go back in time on the weekly, which is, you don't have a lot to go on here on this chart. Let's go to, and I still have a logarithmic chart I want to show you tonight too as well. But if we go back in time on the weekly, look at this. Every time we got away, we came to the weekly. We came a little low, and then we would pump away. We would never get that far away from the 21-day moving average, up or down. Once we go up high, that's a huge bull run. We had to come back to it. We came below, we came back, we came below. That's usually the lowest we get, and then we start kind of playing with it. I've seen that before. We get the low, and then we play with it. It's almost like we're right there on that second level. So I've seen how price interacts with the 21. That's something I'm like very, very I'm very good at. I have years and years of experience with the 21-day moving average on every single time frame, from the 1 minute all the way up to the 2 week or the monthly time frame. So I've seen this play out many times. We just did have the MACD cross. Let's hope for a lack of bearish momentum and a swift recovery here. And only time will tell. Only time will tell, right? So that's the fib game on the weekly. That was the weekly candle close. Levels to watch for the weekly. Support and resistance lines. We cannot have a candle close below 42,700. If we do, look out for 39, and then we could be looking back at 31, and then we're back in that zone again, playing that game, which was not fun. We dug our way out of that hole. I would not want to dig our way out of that hole again. So that's something we're looking at too as well. Not fun. Not fun, right? So this week, if we can get a candle close above 51,800, it would be a blessing. But will we? Who knows? So levels to watch for this week. Candle close above this level really is the only thing we could level it. So look at the weekly. That's our next really big weekly support and resistance there. And then find so here. And this is the KuCoin chart. We're just going to leave this one alone, and we'll come back to it each day. But here's the range. We can't break below 47.5, and we can't break up, and we need to break above. So we can be okay if we close above 47.5 on the weekly. We'll still be in a range. It means we have stayed above this zone of support. But I would like it if we got above. But these are the two areas that we need to stay above. We start breaking below that area. All right, so watch these two levels on the weekly time frame. All right. Just need a little Sammy profile cursor when he does hide and seek. Okay, we're back. We're back. So levels to watch, right? And we broke it down fib-wise, support and resistance-wise. Just keeping it nice and easy for the beginners. And it doesn't have to be so complex for it to be, for it to be professional and to be how a known, someone who trades every day. Like, simple is beautiful. Look at ETH BTC, and we've talked about this many times, and this thing is ripping to the upside. We put this trade out somewhere here around November 20th. We talked about it down here. We talked about this giant cup and handle. Look at that. You know what happens to cup and handles. They break to the upside. We talked about this pennant, then it broke out, then it kept. We've been on this ETH BTC trade since day one. This thing continues to rip to the upside. And I see this getting all the way up here to 0.11 Bitcoin. So ETH and Bitcoin battling it out, and ETH is definitely winning the fight. I can finally breathe. He's back. Yeah, you can breathe now. Everything's okay. Have some water. Refresh, love. LOL. Where's the lifer? Just need a semi-profile cursor when he does hide and seek. That's hilarious. Little Sammy profile cursor. So we've gone over total. We talked about levels to watch for total. We're going over the dollar index. We've gone over the Dow Jones and the Dow Jones futures for tomorrow. I've got you prepared for so much. You don't even know what your head's spinning. 249 on the Dow futures. 242. Half you don't even know what the Dow futures are. I got you schooling. Got you ready to go. So I've taken care of your week. You kind of got an idea of what's happening in the Dow Jones. You got what's happening on the 3-day chart. We juxtaposed the U.S. tethered dominance with Bitcoin. We showed you so much tonight. Like, tonight has been a blessing. Unbelievable. I've learned so much just kicking it with each and every one of you. Unbelievable. Been a blessing. CRYOWAR. Check it out. Check out my video. Top 5 coins that I'm looking at in the Metaverse. Awesome video. Shout out to everyone here watching on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you. 242 watching on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Likes are pumping. It would be great if we get them up to 200. Now let me pop into the chat. Let me see what you were doing. Let's deep dive in the chat. Let me hang out with my lifers in the chat, baby. It's all about the chat right now. Let's take about the chat. Let's put the chat front and center. Who wants to be in the chat? Who wants to show they got big ones? Who wants to throw the biggest super chat of the night down? No, I'm just... You don't got it. You won't. You won't put a $200 super chat. You don't have the balls. I'm just messing around. Crypto Lifer, can you check out SHIB? We'll take a look at that from Crypto Trinity. Do you see Celsius or anything else to earn return on crypto? Yes, I used a few things. Uh-oh. He's coming. Super chat, XLM, OMG, the next move. Well, we don't want to tell anyone their next move because that's not what we do here on the channel, but we'll talk about OMG and we'll look at the chart and we'll take a look at XLM as well. What we do here, what I do in my trading group, what I am and what I am not. What I am is I'm a teacher, an educator. We go over technical analysis. What I am not is I am not someone that will trade for you. I will never tell you when to buy or sell, and I am not a financial analyst. I won't tell you what to do with your money. That is completely up to you. You do whatever you want with your money. All right. So I just want to say what I am and what I do and what I don't do's. What it does and what it don't does, babies. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on and sharing your most precious asset with me. Did you watch that video? Top 5 Metaverse coins. Unbelievable video with 1,000 views and pumping. Starting to do damage. That video is going to cook, man. I know it is, man. It was made so well. Shout out to my team, man. You guys did great. You know, other channels are going to see that. Other people are going to see that. That's going to get us more promotions. That's going to bump the channel up. I'm telling you right now, it's going to bring in more revenue for the team. And, dude, shout out to Porter, man. You are on point, dude. I'm telling you right now. I see you, my friend. You're moving at the speed of light, and I love it. You're dancing on water, my friend. You're walking on water, my friend. I love it. Hard times ahead. Am I going to be serving McDonald's burgers soon? Am I going to be serving it up at McDonald's? You know, you never know. Anything is possible. I will never say never. You never know. I hope not. But, you know, like, hey, you know, I plan on that never happening, but, you know, hope that's not an omen there. That's kind of scary, you know. But shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. Let's take a look at Stellar Lumens. I love CRYOWAR. Keeps coming on the screen. No, they didn't pay me to do that. I just keep forgetting that it's up because it was from my history from the last time, right? Let's see if anything's pumping today. KP3R back in the mood, up 23%. That one's pumping harder back than most. So what do? You say, why is it pumping? You pull a Fibonacci retracement. You get a look that it bounced off of the 786. Then it was in the golden pocket, and then it got rejected by the 0.5 fib. Look at that. Like, so the story goes, right? It's so written right there, so beautifully. Cake coming up on BTC a little bit. Dot down. Data up a little bit. TCT, we talked about that. Gave back all its gains, though, but it went up 92% for the win. Bitcoin Diamond, nothing. Nothing showing love, man. ALGO back up 480, though. You know what? ALGO's in a pennant here on the daily time frame. You know, yes, it wicked down, of course, but ALGO's looking interesting to me. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. The one thing we didn't take a look at. Oh, yeah, we did. We actually did. We did take a look at Bitcoin dominance. What's it going on the 1 hour? Like, do we have any love? No. It wants to dump. So that's good for the altcoins. Temporary little dump for Bitcoin dominance to the downside. Kind of come back down here, maybe shoulder head, make a right shoulder. But it does want to come down, give a little relief rally to the alts for the night, a little bit. And we know we got Doc coming up with the main net, so that's been on my radar. I like to just focus in on a few coins during these tough times. Doc's got the main net. Even Doc's slipping back down to 7 at the bottom of the channel, though. Still stuck in the buy zone. Doc did go up 44%, though. We still captured tiny gain there. Let's take a look at CWAR. How is CWAR doing? CWAR 286, barely holding on. Let's take a look at CWAR. CRYOWAR. Now, if Bitcoin takes that extra dump, it will dump the market yet again, right? Now, look, CWAR, shoulder, head, and shoulder now forming. But look at this shoulder, head, and shoulder there, which did kind of dump. We bounced off of the 706 and into the golden pocket. Right now, we could bounce off the 618 one more time, which is about, what, 257, 251 for CRYOWAR. Hanging on there, though. Look at that. Is a higher low compared to the bigger trend. And we're finally oversold on the 1 hour. Let's see how this can respond despite what Bitcoin's doing. And that's what I'm looking at. I want to see a little, like, you know, it didn't decouple a little. It's not a big decoupling, right? But let's talk about Hero and how Hero didn't, like, it didn't dump like other coins. And that's what I want to talk about. Like, I'm not saying I'm not throwing up a huge decoupling. And it's funny, even before this happened, before the dump, I made this head and shoulder and said, is this going to dump? Which is kind of interesting. Look, let me see if I can find it here. It's so funny. But that's why there's omens in coins before things happen. You got to take a look. You're like, wow, how did that occur? You know what I'm saying? CRYOWAR. See, look, I was saying here, look. I was like, damn, that is a head and shoulder. And it dumped a little bit. I was like, it could probably get all the way to the 0.5 fib here, down to 18. Look what it did. It brought all the way to the 0.5, right to 18. Went right there. Crazy, right? It's just like, that's how the TA don't lie. It just does exactly what it says it's going to do to you. It's like, oh, I'm going to go here. And you're like, all right, go there. And it's like, I'm going to go there, man. And you're like, wow, he went there, didn't he? So it fibbed out right where it was supposed to. Could be a bigger shoulder, head, and shoulder now too, which is kind of scary. I want to get into this project. This is the thing I'm eyeing the most right now. I didn't get enough of it. I'm trying to use this whole time to get the most of this one. This is my next, like, phantom kind of idea, you know, like in the metaverse. I just know it's smart to get a bag of this. Like, it would be foolish not to have a bag of this. With that Bitcoin dip again, it will dip again, and then we'll be ready to rock. 3-day probably, you got nothing on this. It just came out, right? So 4 hours going to be a good time frame. Still got momentum, but probably coming back down eventually, right? Daily as well. Can't really trust it. 6 hour. Yeah, the 1 hour has a little momentum. Okay. Could do a little bit of this. But I'm open to 2 suggestions. Like, we don't know. It could end up making the bigger channel. It could be independent. We see how far the 1 hour can take us. If the 1 hour can get a candle close above here, or even there, I mean, that would be insane. But we'll see. But it's on my radar right now. I'm hesitant to accumulate, but then I'm hesitant I'm going to miss it too. So what I do is I buy like 10% of the bag right now, and I go from there. You know, and slowly accumulate, because you just don't know. You don't know right now in a time like this, but that's the only way you can take it. That's how I take advantage of iffy times. I DCA. I'm telling you right now, that's how I made most of my money. The smart, you know, I've swung trade. I've done also crazy trades. I've done all sorts of stuff. You know, I've made 10 grand in a swing trade. I've made $500 in a few minutes. I've done it all live here. If you look back on all my old live streams, we used to trade live all the time. A year ago, that's all we did. I was always in a trade during the live, like constantly. It was like part of the stream. Maybe I'll bring that back a little bit on a smaller scale. It got to the point where I was like, people saying I was being rude, throwing $10,000, $20,000 around, and I don't want people to think I was being rude. So like, I pulled back the money on the channel, and I wanted to show percentages and education. But I kind of like showing the money, because I was like, who else? No one's else showing their money. Except Crypto Face, a few other people, but, you know, not really a lot of people out there just be like, hey, this is my trade, man. This is what I'm doing, you know. Putting their money where their mouth is every time. So Hero, man, could go back up to 33 if it could pump. And this thing's in a basically kind of a big cup with a handle coming down. It could bounce back down here. Anything is possible. We got to watch Bitcoin. So it's high risk, high reward to trade anything right now. But I'm dollar cost averaging into projects that I believe are just like, how could they go to zero? And even if this goes down back down here to 9 cents, and I'll try to put 2 to 3 grand in this area. So I'll tell you, you know, now I'm throwing the money, but I'll put 2 to 3 grand in here. If it comes all the way back down, then I'll put another 2-3 grand. I'll call it a day at the bottom, right? And then I'll be like, all right, I own one of the best projects in all the Metaverse, in my humble opinion. Like, the guy's going to push it so well. He's going to push it. He's going to do really well marketing, and he's already done really well marketing it. So I'm really excited for it and what can happen to this project, you know. Can you see my OBU lifer? Please check OMG. The chart makes no more sense. Let's take a look at OMG. I mean, I played OMG only for that airdrop for the DOBA. People just traded it for the DOBA, and then they just threw it away like trash. It was an old coin from back in the day. I was surprised that it was getting so much buzz that it got. Looked like it just got taken advantage of and just kind of thrown to the wayside. Like, look at that. So go to the daily chart and you put in your support and resistance. I'll make some sense of it for you, you know. I mean, kind of a cup and handle. I know you don't want to take it as such, but... All right, so OMG. Back to 24. Could it pump? I mean, that's what it says. Insanity, right? You pull a fib, it's a whole bloody retracement. You go to look at the weekly, it's all the way back down. All right. I wouldn't touch it. I'm just showing you what the measured move is, what it looks like. All right. Let's take a look at Stellar Lumens. I bought this new keyboard, and the X is just more sensitive than all the other keys. Interesting of Stellar on the weekly. Look at this. And Bitcoin could go sideways and alts could just start going off. That's happened too before. To suggest that the weekly's getting ready for some type of pump for Stellar Lumens back to $1. It's a 5x for Lumens, baby. And I use the USDC card here and there to get 4% back. And I always said if Lumens can 5x from here, 4% times 5 is 20%. That's like paying 80% for everything you buy. Everything you buy, right? So it's like how we pay 80% for everything. It's a really cool idea, right? Please check OMG chart. Makes no sense. Shout out to MT Metal Shorts. Can you look lit or extremely tired? Shout out to D Kennedy up in the spot. Hey man, thank you for telling me that. You're a good guy who knows how to keep it on the low. You really know how to. Cypher public sale on their website for 3 days. Gonna be hot. Cypher. Cypher. Initial public sale is live now. Join the token sale. Watch the video. They didn't pay us for this. Just checking it out. I'm just curious. I'm a curious cat. No audio? Just showing you how to join the pre-sale. Okay. Interesting. You have to do it with ETH, though? I hope not. That would really turn me on. Smart contract address. Canis BIOS. The video so far. Inu. Buru. I've seen enough. It's cool. I get it. Interesting. Thank you for putting that on the radar. Appreciate you. Shout out to D Kennedy. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on into the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 17K subs incoming. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. You're with the Crypto Lifer. 16,954 subs. Yeah, see, that last video ranked higher than all my last few videos because Harmony of Steel will make hard money over meta rollout. Yeah, I love Harmony 1. I'm all about Harmony 1. I appreciate you for saying that. Thank you for jumping on in. Shout out to Joe. Can you check out Engine? Shout out to Joe. Thank you. Deborah Hardy for the $10 super chat. Deborah, I love you, Deborah. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you to show me 10 beans. You're amazing, Crypto Lifer. Thank you for sharing your wisdom, humor, and love. Shout out to Deborah Hardy. Much respect to you, Deborah. You're amazing, Deborah. Thank you. Appreciate you. Metacoin for the Lifer, Sam. Made it based on Terra Code using grouped coin pool of Icelandic dollar, nickel, rice, spuds, biogen, dementia drugs, NVIDIA shares using free bot from Eric Crown site. Metacoin for the Lifer, Sam. Make it based on Terra Code. You're a smart man. You have new tax year come January. End of the year bonus to be spent. Check out custom pairs like Bitcoin USDT and USDT.D. Right. You're funny. Need to buy a girlfriend to Gus. LOL. Sam looks at all the right things. DXY and markets. Most streamers don't even check how fiat is doing. Noob cakes. Shout out to DJ Flexa for the noob cakes. Who's a noob cake out here? Who wants some noob cake? I got it serving hot, ready to rock. Crypto crashed because Spain's gold reserve was stolen and was replaced by brass. Daniel Lee. It probably was. I wouldn't be surprised. Super chats, Hector Dow and Engine Coin. Let's take a look at Hector Dow. Everyone's sweating that Hector Dow. I think it's because of that ad or something, right? Which is Hector Dow. We'll take a look at it here on Coin Market Cap. And look, Polka Yacht going for $20,000. 5 Ether for a Polka Yacht. I'm just saying. Shout out to the Sombra Network. They reached out to me. Do you guys like them? They reached out to me. Sombra Network. We'll take a look at them. I don't want to go too far into them, but look, got a bunch of different stuff happening here. We've looked at them before. Some really cool NFTs. Like that one's outrageous. Some interesting stuff here on the Sombra Network. So, yeah. What do you guys think? Should I work with the Sombra Network? They reached out. We had a little bit of a talk today. Possible idea of a collab. I'm extremely tired, man. Working hard. Please check OMG. The chart makes no sense. We looked at that, man. Thank you so much for saying that. We'll take a look at Engine from my man Joe right off the bat for the $20 super chat from Joe. Joe don't play with a $20 super chat. Look at that. In the face of the red market, he says, $20 super chat to you, Crypto Lifer. No, shout out to you, Joe, for all that you do. And thank you so much for the love and all the appreciation. Much respect to you, Joe, for the $20 super chat. Much respect to you. We'll take a look at Engine Coin right away, sir. Right away, sir. Then we will take a look at Hector Dow and get to the bottom of all of this nonsense tonight. Heck, baby, heck. The HEC Phantom. Didn't we have problems trying to see it on? Oh, yeah, we went to Coin Market. Coin Trader Pro there. Always go to Coin Trader Pro when you're looking at Hector Dow. And look, we were looking at Bico Buy Economy. Actually went up the other day, came back down. Obviously, the market is in topsy-turvy times here. Let's take a look at Hector Dow on Coin Market Cap. Hecky Dow over here, Hecky Dow. It's kind of still in a falling wedge. Changed my tune a little bit, right? It fell out after what happened with BTC, but it's okay. It's okay, reload, right? 4% back for the Snapchat kid. $4 back on that 10. And then when Phantom, and then when it goes, wait, you know, so you got 4% back on the 10 beans. 10% would be $1. You got 40 cents back on that. But that's going to turn into 2 beans. Right? So $8 super chat. $8 super chat for $10.
if we can get $1 Stellar Lumens, though. We need $1 Stellar Lumens for the Smurf. Can we get $1 Smurf? Can we get $1 for the Smurf over here? Can we get $1 for the Smurf? I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it over here. So, the 2 hour, the 4 hour, the daily and the daily, when I spit it, I can hit it, I can flip it, I can rip it, I can get it anyway, I can keep it going, flowing, and you don't know what I say. I can go in this and that, I can go in this and that, I can flip it, I can drip it, I can script it, I can rip. No, sorry. But look, so Hector Dow, right? I can see that getting all the way back to 557, 571 actually where it's at. I like what I'm looking at for Hector Dow. Interesting. Didn't take a beating like a lot of other coins, kind of still holding. Only scary thing is this is a very, very big level for it. If it breaks this level, it's dropping really hard back to 76 beans. So I would watch that level very, very closely. All right. Some new Project P Girl. I don't even know if I want to go there. Wicked had Slapshot Kid. Dude, my boy's wicked smart. No, that made me laugh so hard because my editor doesn't tell me what's in the video, right? So I'm sitting here watching this video today, right? And it's like, it comes on. It's like,
Polka City.
I love this.
Polka City. Polka City has a market cap of $15 million.
This was funny to me.
A little bigger than that, but they're claiming around $15 million. Now, Polka City's at $1.76. I personally picked this up for 38 cents.
My boy's wicked smart.
And I've been
I love that. Yo, my boy's wicked smart. Yo, me being from Boston, throwing the Goodwill Hunting, I mean, that's just how you get in my good graces. I mean, shout out to Porter, man. You're the man, dude. I love you, bro. You're the man. Hector Dow and Engine Coin. So we took a look at Hector. Let's take a look at ENG Engine on the spot. And Engine should really just be following all these other coins beautifully. Let's take a look at Engine. Wax P, everything just took a beat down. Whole market went slump city. Let's take a look at Engine on the USD. Yeah, I want to see the pair on Binance real fast. And let's get it. Let's let it rip. 262 on Engine. Let's see what we got going on here. We had in the beautiful pennant, came up, came down, hit the target. Another reason to probably sell the target when you get the chance. We had the pennant. You have the target here, and we hit it, right? So it's like, you don't sell the target. You deal with the pain, right? So that's why there's a target for the trade, and it's funny what happens after that. A lot of times that target gets you out of a lot of pain. A lot of pain, right? ENJ, Engine. Let's see what we got going on here for Engine coin, okay? Now, some say, okay, retracement to the top trend line. Like Bitcoin's doing a little bit. Like it tried to retrace to this. It's all right, you know. We'll take that. You could also get rid of that, throw it in a cup and handle, no? See? Daily's extremely oversold. I mean, I've played that game before. It could take a while, but they're just beginning cup and handles again now. That's all. They're just higher than they were before, and they're going to deal with Bitcoin stress. See how the stress test for Bitcoin. We're just not sure how low that will go, you know. 263 holding. Little mini fib on this area here. We're bouncing in. Could we hit the golden pocket? Did we already? We did with the wick. 706 golden pocket accumulation there on the wick action. Holding this level strong. Really, the only thing is the really next level is down here at 228. I could see us coming back down for like a candle close or something like that before we rip up again. But, you know, anything is possible. It's very, very iffy times right now. We're watching Bitcoin very, very closely. We can see another dip at Bitcoin could take this down again as well. So, you know, for the Snapchat key. FTM, let's take a look. Shout out to Bobby Woofter up at the spot. Let's take a look at Phantom. Must be at like 150 right now. Horrible, right? 147. So that fell out of the falling wedge to the downside, which is no good, right? When that happens, that could actually lead to a really far fall. the length of this all the way down. These are just the measured moves of these behaviors, which is sad to say, right? Also, a bit of a shoulder here falling to the downside. We even put it in a shoulder head, and is this thing making a giant shoulder head and shoulder? Interesting. Fell out, getting held by the 200-day moving average and oversold, but again, at the whims of Bitcoin. Completely at the whims of Bitcoin. So all eyes on Phantom. Still has a target back up there if it can start to get its bearing and get back above a certain fib, but you know, and it was a golden pocket retracement, but we fell lower than that after Bitcoin collapsed yesterday. So that really took away a lot of market structure. We had shoulder, head, and shoulder. All was kind of looking right for a nice retracement even after what we had. So, you know, last call soon. Get your chats in before close. Should I invest in Bitcoin right now? You do whatever makes you happy. I personally like to buy Bitcoin whenever the fear and greed index is sitting where it is right now, which is at 16. I mean, anything in the teens for me, 13, 16, 12, unbelievable. Like, that's a steal. I knew that was going to reset. I knew we were lower than we thought. I like that. Whenever that's the place, I usually take a chunk of Bitcoin. Just what I do. Over and over and over again until I amass a whole ton of Bitcoin. So that's just what I do. You do whatever makes you happy. I do what makes me happy. I would be buying more Bitcoin right now, of course, whenever the fear and greed index is at 16. Not financial advice, but I personally will be. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the love. Can we look at ALGO from Chad Smith? We'll take a look at ALGO. ALGO actually having a little bit of a pump here. I saw it at 170 out of the corner of my eye as I was driving by. I was like, is that ALGO there? 179, holding well. I think we talked about it earlier. I could see ALGO getting back up to 89. For some reason, ALGO is showing signs of strength right now against the rest of the market. There's your resistance. It's bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. It doesn't have a nasty red wick like a lot of other ones. It did. No, it actually didn't. That was the lowest one. Came back up. ALGO's looking pretty sharp right now. ALGO actually looking strong for whatever reason. So ALGO holding strong against most other coins, right? And we'll take a look at every coin here in coin market cap. And we'll see if there's anything holding its own right now against Bitcoin. So we got basic attention token up 10%. ALGO up. Waves up. Decry, Pancake Swap. Nexo, Polygon, MATIC. MATIC's been actually doing pretty well. Stellar Lumen, so nothing really else on the radar that's too hot. MATIC. Funny how MATIC's holding its own despite all this. So look, we got the pump for MATIC, got beat up on a wick, but now it's trying to hold levels. You know, we need to see candles close above 182 though for me to really believe in anything that's coming. But MATIC could get all the way up here to 380, right? And we did hit 40% gains on MATIC despite what was happening in the market. We took some gains out of that move, so. Yep. So check it out. If you want to know how we do technical analysis, draw Fibonacci, have fun with support and resistance, look at all these coins, coin hunting, all the different things that happen with cryptocurrency, jump on into the beginner's course every Tuesday. You will absolutely love it. Jump on into the beginner's course every single Tuesday. I teach an amazing beginner's course on cryptocurrency. Jump on in there. A 2-hour beginner course. You will absolutely love it. Come on in. I'll show you Fibonacci, support and resistance. We'll go over the MACD, the moving average convergence and divergence, how it interacts with the moving averages, the RSI, the stochastics RSI, and more. If that tickles your fancy, then jump on in to the live stream. I didn't say it. You said it in your head. I didn't say it. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Let's take a look at some of my hot babies in the game. So Hero holding structure, EXRD holding structure. Let's take a look at Erratics at 32. Yeah, it's not like it didn't get thrown really through a fib yet. It's really bouncing off the 618 now. See that? And it's extremely oversold in the daily. This thing wants to fly. So all coins are still showing some signs of life here. Still only really, and now there's 3 levels, right? But still not too many levels of resistance till this thing can get back. It was just 9 cents. This thing's still holding a 3x. Stack asked, do you think this was a blessing in disguise because we were due for a dump correction? Just thought we had a couple more days or a week or two. I mean, it's always nice to bring back the Metaverse coins down to earth. Like, they were getting almost too hard to touch for most people. And now people know what the Metaverse is. It gives them a chance to get in. I think it's good for people who are watching the market and didn't initially get a chance to jump on into the fun. Now they kind of get an idea of what's happening, right? So definitely on the radar, you know. Not the worst, not the best, you know what I'm saying? Could have been better, could have been worse, depending, right? Insanity, though. Absolute insanity. But again, I hold back. See, I'm not like, oh, I'm getting this, I hold back. Let's take a look at C98. I haven't looked at C98 in a long time. What happened to that coin? Let's take a look at C98. We haven't looked at it in a long time. Reminds me of Gina. Because I remember she was like, I love that. That's my baby. My C98, baby. It's coming back down to support here, which is all right, right? Previous resistance becomes new support. Big channel on the daily. I can see it getting back to an all-time high or higher, $8.50. Has a bigger role than people realize in the decentralized finance world once things start to pick up steam again. C98 on the radar. Don't forget about it. It's an oldie but goodie. It'll come back around one day. Freaking C98. Respect. C98 was the widest on-air trade ever. The real ones will know. It was, man. We made like four. I think we made like 4 racks. I think I made 4 racks that day trading this thing. I could have made, and if I had just left it alone, I would have made like 8 or 9 racks. Like, I was like, oh man, C98. Such potential. Terrible marketing. I know, right? Sad to say. So there's Sunday night in the Bitcoin weekly candle close. I feel like we really covered it all. And there's the 15-minute pump to 4,000. And I told you, don't be. People are going to get all excited about this, but they don't, you know, I'm just reading. That's the bounce we were supposed to get on the low stochastics on the 15-minute. Again, if we don't get a candle close above 49,570, don't take it even one bit seriously. Then you're going to be overbought on the 1 hour and the 15-minute. And the dump is real, my friends. The dump is real. Anything could happen. So I'm still bearish until I'm bullish. The short is on until it's not. I'd rather get stopped out of the short. Right, to find out I'm wrong than to not open the short. So that's where I stand. You guys kind of see where I sit with this, and you know, I'll keep the Patreons up to date, but it's been really all the live stream lately. Pump it all I have into the live stream. If you're in the Patreon, jump on into these lives, use the timestamps, and I'll keep you guys updated for more. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I'm going to jump on out for the night, but I appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on into the live stream, and I appreciate each and every one of you for being here in these hard times. We've been here before. This channel came out of the ashes from 6,000 when no one cared about Bitcoin. So I came out of nowhere when no one cared about Bitcoin, when Bitcoin was 5K, 6K, 7K, when Link was 178, when nobody knew anything about any of these coins. We nailed them all. We nailed so many of them, and I'm still here. I'm going to be here for 2 more years, 3 more years, 4 more years, 10 more years. I'm not going anywhere. So shout out to everyone here on the live. If you want to kick it with me, I'll be here. And I'll teach you what you need to know. Bear market or bull market, it does not matter. The Patreon is open for you. I'm here to teach. I'm here for you to learn. There's people in my group ready and willing. We have a lot of people that pay for the year, so we're all together for a long time. No one's going anywhere. So shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. Remember, we do teach this if you want to jump on in. The course is only $100. It's the least expensive way to get into technical analysis for cryptocurrency in the entire market that I've looked out anywhere on YouTube, anywhere on the interweb. So shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And I'm jumping on out for the night. I'll see you guys all tomorrow, and I'll keep the Patreons updated. Crypto is life.